Grammar practice, the present simple tense and the past tense, statement 3. In this exercise, we're going to talk about when and how to use the present simple tense and the past tense. We use the present simple tense to talk about facts and habits. We use the past tense to talk about something, an event, happened in the past. So let's look at the first question. Peter never late for school. As usual, the first thing we need to do is to locate, to find the time marker of the sentence. And the time marker of the sentence is the word never. Somebody never does that. We know it's a statement of fact, or you can call that a habit. Fine. Anyway, it's the present simple tense. So the be verb that goes with Peter in simple present tense is. So Peter is never late for school. He always to bed on time and up early in the morning. Now the time marker for the second sentence is the word always. When we see that, we know that it's Peter's habit. Talking about habits, we use the present simple tense. But look, Peter is a third person singular pronoun. So we have to attach an additional s to the end of go. So we have to write goes. He always goes to bed on time, and again, wake, he, we say he wakes with an additional s. So he always goes to bed on time and wakes up early in the morning. Tom, the brother, on the other hand, like him at all. For this one, we need to construct a negative sentence because of not, and we have to use a be verb. It's again a statement of fact, so we have to use the present simple tense. The be verb that goes with the third person singular noun Tom is. Not with is together, we say isn't. So Tom, the brother, on the other hand, isn't like him at all. On the other hand, you can look at the vocabulary at the end of the sheet. You will know what it means in Chinese. He always late. Again, time marker always. A habit of his or statement of fact. The simple present tense. So he, the be verb, is. He is always late. Last night he to bed until it was 12 o'clock. Now, again, we need to write a negative sentence because of the word not. But this time, we're not given a be verb. Instead, we're given a action verb. And we know that for all action verbs, if we need to make the sentence that is written with an action verb into a question or a negative sentence, we need the help of a helping verb. But we have to first find out what tense is this sentence written in. Look at the time marker last night. Last night means that the sentence is in the past tense. The past tense helping verb, the helping verb that we use with the past tense is did. So we write the helping verb down first, not with did, didn't. And remember, helping verb after didn't, after don't, after doesn't, we use a base verb. So we write go. So last night he didn't go to bed until it was 12 o'clock. As a result, he able to get up before 8 o'clock. As a result, you can find the meaning down below. I'm not going to explain it. Again, it's a negative sentence because of not. It's a be verb that we're going to use this time. So it's about the past, what happened maybe yesterday, maybe this morning, but anyway, it's the thing in the past. So we have to use a past tense be verb. The past tense be verb that goes with the word he is was, with not, wasn't. So as a result, he wasn't able to get up before 8 o'clock. He up at 9 o'clock. So it's also about the past. The past tense of get is got. So he got up at 9 o'clock. He quickly, again, thinks about the past. Brush and the verb over here, wash, they are regular verbs. So we only need to attach an additional ed to the end of these two words. So brush becomes brushed, and wash becomes washed. So he quickly brushed his teeth and washed his face. He the school bus, again, past tense, and miss is a regular verb, ed. He missed the school bus, so he to walk. Also, the sentence should be written in the past tense, but have is not a regular verb, it is an irregular verb. The past tense of had is had. So he had to walk. When he everybody had already finished their second class. Again, it's about maybe this morning, things in the past. We have to change the word arrived into its past tense. Arrive and nd ends in e. We do not need ed. Instead, we add an additional d. So when he arrived, everybody had already finished their second class. So the answer for question number 1, Peter is never late for school. He always goes to bed on time and wakes up early in the morning. Tom, the brother, on the other hand, isn't like him at all. He is always late. Last night he didn't go to bed until it was 12 o'clock. As a result, he wasn't able to get up before 8. He got up at 9 o'clock, he quickly brushed his teeth and washed his face. He missed the school bus, so he had to walk. When he arrived, everybody had already finished their second class. Alright, let's look at question number 2. Question number 2 is about Leo. Leo, the chairman of his department. Of course, you can find the meaning of chairman down below in the vocabulary list. Now, it is a statement of fact, something that is true. So we use the present simple tense. Beaver, Leo is. Leo is the chairman of this department, and he, the chairman 3 weeks ago. Again, we look for the time marker. The time marker of the sentence is 3 weeks ago. We know that it happened 3 weeks ago, so it's something in the past. The past tense of become, it's became. So we changed the word to became. He became the chairman 3 weeks ago. Before that, before he became the chairman, it's also in the past. We have to use the past tense be verb. So he was a teacher. So the answer for number 2 is Leo is the chairman of his department. He became the chairman 3 weeks ago. Before that, he was a teacher. Let's look at question number 3. Sam and I sometimes dinner to catch up on old times on Saturday nights. Again, we look for the time marker. Sometimes. Something that Sam and I do regularly. It should be in the present simple tense. So, 2 people. We don't need to change the verb. The answer is have. Sam and I sometimes have dinner to catch up on old times on Saturday nights. Catch up on. You can find the meaning down below in the vocabulary list. Last time he me about the problem that he's been having with his 12-year-old son. Well, the time marker couldn't be more obvious. Last time. So he's talking about the last time they had the conversation. It should be written in the past tense. The past tense of the word tell is told. So last time he told me about the problem that's been having with his 12-year-old son. 2 weeks ago, his son's teacher him from school and him that Paul, his son, one of his classmates on his nose during lunch. Again, this incident happened 2 weeks ago. So the whole thing should be written in the past tense. The past tense of call, it's a regular verb, only need ed at the end, so called. The past tense of tell, we know that already. it's told. Alright, punch is a regular verb, so we only need to add ed. Punched. So the answer for this sentence is 2 weeks ago, his son's teacher called him from school and told him that Paul, his son, punched one of his classmates on his nose during lunch. Now continue. What happened was that his classmate ate his lunch off by accident, but Paul wouldn't accept his apology. Alright, so you can see that the verb was. It means that is something in the past. So the whole sentence should be written in the past tense. Knock, it's a regular verb, ed, so knocked. So the answer is, what happened was that his classmate knocked his lunch off by accident, but Paul wouldn't accept his apology. First, then a serious argument, and then a fight. Well, it was talking about the day that Paul punched his classmate. What happened on that day? So also, it's in the past tense. The past tense of have is had, and the past tense of turn, regular verb ed, turned. So first, they had a serious argument, and then it turned into a fight. The teachers and bring them to the principal's office. Again, it was talking about that day when Paul punched his classmates. What happened after he punched his classmate? So it should be written in the past tense. The teacher, step, is a regular verb, but be careful because step, is a short vowel. We need to do something. You can see that, stepped, alright? And then bring them to principal's office. The past tense of bring, it's brought. So the teachers stepped in and brought them to the principal's office. The police, 20 minutes later. Again, it is in the past tense. It's what happened that day. The past tense of come, it's came. So the police came 20 minutes later. He and his wife take the rest of the day off to get to school. Again, it's what happened that day. So the past tense of have, it's had. He and his wife had to take the rest of the day off to get to the school. So the answer for number 3, Sim and I sometimes have dinner to catch up on old times on Saturday nights. Last time he told me about a problem that he's been having with his 12-year-old son. 2 weeks ago, his teacher called him from school and told him that Paul, his son, punched one of his classmates on his nose during lunch. What happened was that his classmate knocked his lunch off by accident, but Paul wouldn't accept his apology. First, they had a serious argument, and then it turned into a fight. The teacher stepped in and brought them to the principal's office. The police came in 20 minutes later. He and his wife had to take the rest of the day off to get to school. Thank you for watching this.